When I was only 19 years old, I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, and I had panic attacks and nightmares and flashbacks from sexual abuse, physical abuse, and emotional abuse, narcissistic abuse. And it was something that I lived with every day in my family growing up. And then in my mid-20s, I was diagnosed with chronic depression. So I was put on Wellbutrin, I was already in therapy, and I was told it was chronic. So I was always going to have to deal with depression. I was always going to have to deal with post-traumatic stress disorder. There were some things that could be done, but that I would always have these mental health issues. I don't have these issues anymore. I'm now 56 years old, but I spent my life decoding why I had all these issues in the first place and helping other people to do the same and finding therapies that really worked to help me release what was at the core of that experience, release the limiting beliefs, the thoughts, the feelings, all of those things. And I'm starting this video with that because I want to give you hope and help you understand you do not have to lay in bed for weeks at a time like I did on 9 different prescription drugs, being told that what you've got is chronic and there's nothing you can do about it except manage the symptoms, because that's not the truth in most cases. So I'm here to help inspire you and uplift you and teach you something really important. So if you came from an authoritarian household, or you know for sure that you had a narcissistic parent, or both parents perhaps, or guardians, or people that took care of you were narcissistically abusive, and maybe you ended up in that kind of a relationship as an adult, like you're married to somebody who's narcissistically abusive, emotionally abusive, and authoritarian, entitled, and everything's about them, then this video is for you, because what you're going to need to learn to do is to deprogram the programming that they install in you, because that's a huge part of narcissistic abuse, is you're being programmed with the beliefs, thoughts, and feelings of essentially an emotionally stunted individual who's like a toddler emotionally, and they're so good at bullying you. So in this video, I am going to tell you what it takes to deprogram the lies of a narcissistic parent. I'm Dr. Meg Haworth, and I'm a transpersonal psychologist, a holistic nutritional chef, and a best-selling author. And I am also a survivor of parental narcissistic abuse and narcissistic abuse from romantic partnerships and friendships and even clients. Yes, I've even had narcissistic clients that I've worked with. So I am going to tell you today what it takes to deprogram from narcissistic abuse, particularly parental narcissistic abuse. I think it's the most insidious, because when this starts to happen when you're just a little child, it's just really painful and really difficult to get through. So the first thing that I think is very obvious to do and to learn is, for deprogramming you from this type of abuse, is to unwind the beliefs that are not even yours. These beliefs were installed in you, like I said, by an emotionally immature, stunted toddler who is entitled and selfish, and yes, even cruel. And if you've been the victim of a parent who was narcissistic, they instilled you with so many beliefs that you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you don't do it right, you never get it right. No matter how many hoops you jump through to do everything for them, you don't get it right. And so that runs in you, and you tell yourself all the time, and you may beat yourself up as an adult for getting everything wrong or not doing it right. You didn't say the right thing. Oh my gosh, you'll go over these conversations over and over and over again in your head, like, oh, I should have said this, I should have done that. So unwinding the beliefs, breaking free from these beliefs that the narcissist has literally instilled in you, and the things that they told you that really aren't true. I'm going to give you something that you can do to help you with unwinding the beliefs. Now, first of all, let's take that belief, I'm not good enough. Or I never get it right. That's a common belief that I hear all the time from my clients, and that also I've really struggled with. I never get it right. No matter how hard I try, I never get it right. And so that belief, when you start to look at your life and look at the evidence where you've done amazing things, you've done a lot of things right. You do things right every day. And if it comes down to that, like today, I got out of bed, I took care of myself, I ate a good breakfast, I went for a walk. Those are all things that you're doing right for you that have nothing to do with the narcissist. They are for you. And so just get that simple with it, get that basic with it, because that might be where you need to start with unwinding the beliefs that have been instilled in you that are not the truth of who you are. Look for the evidence in your life of the things that you've done. Look for your intelligence. Also ask a friend. Ask somebody who loves and adores you. Ask your partner if they love and adore you and they have really great things to say about you. What do they see in you that they love about you? What do they believe about you that maybe you don't yet believe about yourself? And those are beliefs that you can learn to adopt. So another thing that you're going to learn to do to help you deprogram the programming that you received is you're going to need to have some kind of a support system around you. You're going to need to have people that are cheering you on, basically your own cheerleading squad, people that are supportive of you and to come out of the isolation that the narcissist puts you in. This is a big one because I see this a lot with adult children of narcissists, ACONs, because you've been conned into believing what they want you to believe or what they need you to believe so that they can keep control over you. So don't keep giving them that control, deprogram yourself and do these things. So start coming out of this isolation booth that they put you in. So look at your life and look at the ways that you may keep yourself isolated. Maybe you don't go reach out to friends and do things with them. Maybe you wait for them to come to you. I know that's something that I did for years and years, as I would wait for a friend to invite me places instead of thinking up, hey, I want to go to this museum, and then just inviting the friend to that. Because I wasn't allowed to make those kinds of decisions. I mean, it was really difficult to even get out of the house. So isolation was something that I did quite a bit, and I still do, and I have to really catch myself. So find a good support system, and that may be, finding a group, like online groups can be really helpful. You can find a group through my online courses, my upcoming online courses, where we support each other and help each other with our healing. So keep pulling yourself out of isolation is something that you can do for you, because isolation is a huge part of narcissistic abuse, is keeping you separate from everyone so that they don't hear the truth, and no one's going to believe you when you tell the truth anyway, because the narcissist will pretend to be such a great individual, So de-isolating yourself is a really important part of this. A third thing that you can do is work on your body. Narcissistic abuse can make you sick, especially over time. This wears away at your energy field and thus your body. So emotions carry the strongest energy of anything on earth. And a narcissist is instilling you with shame, with guilt, with fear. And so you are spitting in these negative emotions that they have literally instilled you with. And so you have dominion over your emotions. You may not quite yet get that, but you can learn to have dominion over your own emotional state. And one of the ways that you do this is by recognizing what's the emotion that you're spinning in all the time. Are you ashamed all the time? You're ashamed of, oh my God, I just said that. I shouldn't have said that. If you think of yourself as a bad person, because that's essentially what shame tells you, is you're a bad person. And that's what the narcissistic parent told you over and over again. You're a bad person. You got it wrong. You never got it right. So if you feel like that, then you can start to identify, this is the shame that I'm feeling, And this is what it's doing to your body. So you can feel your body and you can feel like, wow, I'm really carrying that shame in my stomach, and it's turning into anxiety, and I am run by anxiety. So anxiety could be the go-to emotion that you spin in all the time because of the fears. Now, anxiety is a collection of emotions. It's fear, it's shame, it's all these emotions that are just stirring in a soup. And then so you have anxiety, and now your energy field's being drained for years and years and years with this anxiety that I'm a bad person is the belief that you've got going on from all the shame that was instilled in you from the narcissistic parent, because it's a shame-driven disorder. So they're going to let you know that you're the bad person, even though it's them projecting it onto you. So your body's being drained from that experience. You've got stomach problems now. So maybe you've got ulcers like I had, or you get stomach aches a lot. So, and all kinds of digestive disorders, irritable bowel syndrome. I also had that. So anyway, so you're noticing, okay, that's where this pain is in my body, and that's where I'm leaking this emotional energy. It's just being drained out of me. So then you can start to claim your own emotional energy back. What emotion do you want to feel? We have just as much access to peace and love and joy and excitement as we do to shame and guilt and fear. So what do you want to instill yourself with? What do you want to feel? Peace? Meditate. Learn to meditate. That's one of the prescriptions that I tell my clients, all of them, is learning to meditate is one of the best ways to help unwind these emotional states that you found yourself spinning in because the narcissist put you there. Do you want to keep giving him that power? No, you don't. I know you don't. I know you're like, I'm getting fired up. I want you to get fired up. I want you to feel like, okay, I can feel peace. I can feel joy. I can feel happiness and kindness and all these great emotions. Okay, I want to spin in those emotions. And believe me, you can do it. I did it, you can do it, and I can help you do that. So healing the body is really important. So there's all different ways to heal the body. And that's really just learning to focus on what does my body even need in this moment. Closing your eyes for just a moment, taking 3 deep breaths will help reset the nervous system. So just bring in through the nose, cleansing breaths, and out through the mouth. And do that 3 times, and that can help calm your body so you have reference to it. And then you can scan your body. Well, what does my body need right now? Wow, I'm really thirsty. I need some water. Oh, wow, I need to go to the bathroom. I haven't gone in hours. That's something that we do. We can often be so disconnected from our bodies when we were emotionally abused regularly as children. So getting in touch with your body and seeing what it needs and then fulfilling that need, that's one way of giving yourself love, giving yourself care, giving yourself kindness. What do you feed your body? And that's, what food are you putting into your body? It's a huge part of what I help people with is food to heal the body and help the body support itself to heal, like good tasting food that's amazing and full of nutrients. And you can change that about your life. You can change that about the way you treat yourself. Think about, how do you treat yourself, and up level that treatment that you give yourself so that you are giving love to your body. And this will help deprogram because your body will heal. So you're deprogramming with your beliefs, the thoughts, the feelings, and the beliefs that caused the illness or the pain in the body over time. And then you're giving yourself food to support the body to heal itself. And all this will help you with creating a new program. And the most important thing that you can do to deprogram yourself is be you. I want you to authentically become you, who you were meant to be. I want you to figure out, what is your life purpose? What is your path? What are the things you love and enjoy? And maybe you haven't even really discovered them yet because you were always told what you should do, how you should be. You were essentially a slave to that narcissistic parent. You might still be a slave to that parent right now. And I don't want you to be that anymore. You don't have to be that. So yeah, you're going to have to learn new boundaries. You're going to have to learn about yourself. And there's so many ways to do that. And my upcoming course healing the wounds, the 5 primary wounds of parental narcissistic abuse. It's an online course, it's on demand. You just go and you take the course, and then there's a community that you can jump into that you can learn about more things that can help you, more tips that I'll put in there, but also support. People sharing their stories that have been through this, sharing their stories of change, sharing their stories of triumph, of joy. Like this is so exciting that we can come together and we can help each other heal. You know, you spend so much time online looking at videos like this to learn about the narcissist and what they did. You know, they did this, they did that. Yep. That check all the boxes. They're the problem. Yes, but the problems it created in you, I want you to focus on that. I want you to take attention away from them and focus on you and find out who you are authentically, who you were meant to be. You know, they talk about recovery from narcissistic abuse, but I know that when you are an ACON and you've been conned, in order to become an icon, that's independent, confident, original, and naturally you, in order to become that, you have to do all the things that I said in this video. You have to reprogram yourself, but you have to first and foremost take the attention off of the narcissistic parent you were totally trained to put the attention on and put it on you. And give yourself the love and the appreciation and the joy that you so deserve. You know, you've been through a lot and you can unwind this. I know you can. And if you need help, you can book a free call with me. If you feel like you want to work with me, or maybe just look into what that looks like, because what I do is very unusual with my whole person integration technique, my proprietary technique that helps to release that energy from the body, which you'll also get in my course, Healing the 5 Primary Wounds of Parental Narcissistic Abuse. You'll get me working with you in a very similar way, not exactly the same because it won't be tailored exactly to you, but working with me will be. So in the comments in the description below, I want you to look for the links to my free gifts, 52 Ways to Tell If Your Parent is a Narcissist, that checklist. And then I also want you to look for the book a free call link and book a free call with me if you feel like you might want to work with me. And also the links to my course will be in the description below as soon as it launches. It's launching very soon. This is October, end of October, and by mid-November it's going to be up and ready for you. This is 2023, by the way. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it's helped you. I know that if you follow what I'm talking about in this video, you can deprogram from this kind of horrible, insidious awfulness that this narcissistic parent has put you through. I'm Dr. Meg Haworth. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this information will help you get well.